everybody, I'm Tom Vasel. Welcome to Week in Review. This is where we take a look at all the videos we put out over the past week. We give you short summaries of the reviews. We tell you about the other videos. And then right when you're reeling from all that and saying, what do I do next? Hey, the links are in the description below and you can watch the full things there. Let's get going.
Hey everybody, Zee Garcia here. Let's take a look at last week. So I reviewed, along with the fellas, Holi, the Festival of Colors. I rated a 6 out of 10 myself. I thought it was a very attractive game, but I worry that it is too abstract for someone looking for something engaging and thematic, and a little too lucky, a little too, dependent on the draw of the cards for someone looking for an abstract, cut and dry kind of experience. I also reviewed 2 expansions for Cthulhu Death May Die, 2 elder ones you can buy on their own. Those are going to be Sothoth, which I rate an 8 out of 10. Really good stuff if you're looking for something that is going to give you a different mechanism than anything you've seen in the core game. You're going to want to check this one out. And then Black Goat of the Woods, I rate an 8.5. And this is the one you want if you want either a lot of combat or you want something that's going to give you a little sample of everything the game brings to the table. A little fighting, a little attacking your sanity, a little attacking your health, some fire, that kind of stuff. And then lastly, I reviewed Paleo, which is a cooperative game from Z-Man Games. I rate this an 8 out of 10. It is set at the dawn of the Stone Age. It's a card game, really. You're going to be, going through these decks of cards and trying to collect stuff before you're wounded and die, right? The game is a little smaller than the box would indicate, but I really like it. I think it's very cooperative. I like that aspect of it. It's a looker for sure, and it's got a different theme than a lot of co-ops out there. Different mechanisms to it. It feels different, so I enjoy it quite a bit. Paleo. And that's it for me. I'm going to see you on the next one.
Hey, it's Jason. I'm still here from last week. I've been taken hostage. I don't know who my abductor is. I have 17 potential candidates that I ranked in one video. They're the abductors that are available in Hostage Negotiator. Go check out that video. I also checked out Hostage Negotiator Career, the campaign expansion. Gave that one an 8.5 out of 10, seal of excellence. So I gave it a seal of excellence. So can I convince you guys to finally play and finally learn how to negotiate?
Hello everybody, this is Graeme Anderson, and this week I looked at On the Origin of Species. Now I really enjoyed the theme of this game of observing and discovering wildlife along the journey Charles Darwin took on the HMS Beagle. I also thought it worked well at 2 players, but at higher player counts it was a bit too lucky and suffered because of that, but I still gave it a 7.5 out of 10. And that's it for this week.
Hey everyone, I'm Spencer, and this week I reviewed The Captain is Dead, Dangerous Planet from AEG. In the second sequel to 2014's The Captain is Dead, your crew must venture out onto a dangerous planet to recover alien artifacts. Watch my full review to see where I rank this one in the Captain is Dead trilogy.
Hey there everybody, it's Mike Delisio, and this week I filmed a 4 Squares review with Tom, Z, and Roy. We reviewed Holi, and for me, I gave it a 6 out of 10. I felt like it was a fine game, a pretty abstract game, but I felt like the decision space was relatively limited in many cases, and it's a pretty crowded space right now with other beautiful abstracts like Azul and Sagrada. I just felt like I would never choose to play Holi over those. I also was contributing into a number of the 12 Games of Christmas videos, so make sure you check those out. It might give you some ideas for games on your list or for friends as well. That's it for me this week. Let's keep it moving.
Okay, so for me, first of all, we had the variety food pack, which included the Kraft mac and cheese, the Jell-O game, the ketchup game. The fact that I gave this a 2, I feel is pretty high. But the Jell-O game wasn't, I guess, as bad as the rest, but this is garbage. Don't even watch the review. Hocus Pocus. This is based on the movie. It has some nice artwork, some nice ideas. It's like cooperative Uno. I'm not as big of a fan on the actual gameplay. Stakz, not necessarily a game I like to play, but I found that kids really enjoy it. I think another game that's like Uno, but where you're stacking tiles and there's multiple around the table. Some nice pieces help make this one better, but again, it's for kids. Friday the 13th, Horror at Camp Crystal. That's another one that I think works well for people who like that genre. It's really light. It's based on an older game called Quartz, a push your luck style game. Disciple Detective. I do wish strongly this game came with card holders to hold the cards for you. Other than that, though, I really did like it. It's a nice deduction game back forth. You can play cooperatively, my preferred way to play it, or competitively. Kingdom Rush. This is a big game in which, you are basically, they're taking the video game and making a board game out of it, although they're quite different. It's a thinky, cooperative game in which you're placing Tetris shapes on top of invading monsters. There's some really cool ideas. I have a few problems with it, but for the most part, I enjoyed this one. Boomerangs. I like Boomerang. I wrote Boomerangs because it's Boomerang Australia, USA, and Europe. There's a few problems, and actually ever since I've done the review, I've actually blown mine up and laminated them. They're a little too small, but it's a great draft and write style game that I really enjoy. Holi. I have the highest rating of all of us on this one, but I did like this abstract game with three-dimensional boards as you place different colors there. I was very impressed with it. Unlock Epic Adventures. Actually, there's one of these that I was not a big fan of because it split the party, but the 007 one is possibly my favorite one. Strong story, really cool gadget and use of the iOS device. Zombicide Night of the Living Dead. I really enjoyed the quiet dread, the strong theme that they brought from the movie. This is my favorite of all the Zombicide games, and I thought this one did a really good job with the story. Cubitos. This one actually I keep thinking I might raise the rating on this one. It is a bag building where you get these little dice and you're rolling these dice to get results to move around a track. So if you like deck building, but with dice and with racing, it's a nice combo. We also did a live play of Kapow earlier this week. And the big thing that happened this week was our 12 games of Christmas, where we talked about different categories of games. We did a good chunk of the week spent on that. We also I did some more of boring unboxings, crowd surfing, look back. Eric's top 100 was going full sway, and Brian Drake started his top 100. And Q&A, breakfast, and all that. Never a dull moment here at the Dice Tower, hopefully. I hope you enjoyed these videos. Until next time, I'm Tom Vasel, and you've been watching Week in Review on the Dice Tower.